Okay, K-Day Nation, we are here inside the K-Day studios with Estevan Oriol and, of course, Frankie Orozco. Thank you guys so much for being here. Today, though, we're going to talk about this amazing event called To Live and Die in LA. Can you, because I just found out about it. Sorry, guys, I just found out about it recently. But can you tell me about this event? Because I'm going to be co-hosting there with Concrete. Shout out to Concrete.
That's right. It's an art festival. It basically started out as like a photo exhibit for locals. You know, it was hard for somebody like me to get seen by an actual art gallery. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just do my own thing. So that's how it started. But it evolved and morphed into something like a festival. You know, like now it's a full on concert, full day of music. There's like 40 different artists,
Wow.
all local, and it just turned into like an all day thing. There's a bunch of vendors, local entrepreneurs doing their thing, and of course Estevan's there, and you know what I mean. It's a celebration of LA.
And how did you two team up with To Live and Die in LA?
I reached out to him.
Okay.
Yeah, he reached out to me. I think it was on the second one, and it was over here in Burbank. And he explained to me what it was. It was basically a thing for up and coming artists, and if I would show my stuff, and he was like, I know you're used to doing museums and big galleries, but this is something to uplift the new generations and the new people doing what you do. So I was like, yeah, it's just one more thing to do for the community. Like, I'm all in.
You know what I love about it, Esteban, is that you're willing to do events like this that involve people like me, because Frankie is right. You do galleries. I saw you at a hip hop museum, your photos in Century City a couple years ago at this amazing hip hop museum. So the fact that you're such in a high caliber, but you're like, you know what, I'm willing to come out and really just hang out with the city. I think that's dope, and that says a lot about you. And that's why you're so cool still. You know what I mean? Because people like us can still approach you.
Yeah, thank you. I just feel like that's important, because when I was doing it, when I was coming into it, there was nobody like that. There was people were quick to shut the door on you, and I thought that was kind of messed up. So I always thought, like, if I ever make it, so called, I'm down to help people and as much as I can, because I get requests every day, all day, and I can't do them all, but I try to do the ones that fit in with everything that I do.
When you say that, when you first started, because we talked about you coming up right before you guys came up to the station, and I'm like, Esteban, you made your mark in hip hop when really a lot of Latinos weren't involved in hip hop, so you were one of the first. And you probably did get a lot of doors shut in your face. And the reason I'm bringing that up now is because we do have a lot of small business owners, artists, that are going through to try to make their dreams come true, trying to get that hustle, but they get doors shut in our face. I've had them shut in my face. How do you keep going? Like, how do you push yourself? Because whatever you're doing, I need to do it too.
Yeah, I just use all that, anything that happens like in a negative way as fuel. Like, kind of like what doesn't kill you makes you go stronger. So I just use that as fuel and energy. I'm like, all right, cool, that one got shut in my face. I'm gonna go to 10 more now. I just been like that since day one, and
That's
that's
dope.
what it takes. The entertainment or the arts industry is a lot of rejection, and people don't think about that or know about that until it starts happening, and then you see a lot of people, their feelings get hurt.
Right.
But it's not for everybody. The strong survive, definitely.
I've
In
seen some amazing people that are just amazing in radio. The industry just gets to them and then they slowly fall off, and it's like, man, they had a talent, but sometimes it's dealing with the industry and the nose and then you know what I mean, the rejection.
Yeah.
But the fact that you guys created this To Live and Die in LA, you're bringing, you know what I mean, people together in Los Angeles. How many vendors do you have there at this event?
I think 50, and
Wow.
that's a big part of it. And like you said, it's only the strong survive. Really, I mean, that's really what it boils down to. And these people are chasing their dreams, and that's a huge part of this event is giving the opportunity to them. because they're going for it.
And
you
you've
know what I
even
mean?
mentioned that when we had talked that you have actually given out some free, vendor spaces at one point to these small business owners to really help them out and help launch them.
Yeah, out of the 50, there's probably 20 of them that are for free, including like the
Wow.
local Hearts Foundation. It's just important that you give people opportunities. You know what I mean? And if I'm in that position, then yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know.
I love it. And I love that your festival comes with such a strong recommendation. Everybody that's heard about it, they talk so positive about it. People are like, see, you got to get down there.
You got to get out.
I
Get down there
am.
for
I will
sure.
be there. So listen, it's going down February 25th. And where can they find out all the information?
To Live and Die in LA. The number 2, Live and Die in LA on Instagram. It's everything is right there.
And who's performing?
The top performers, the ones that are headlining, is Nate No Face, Reverie, Joey Quinones, and then there's about 15 others that are performing, all locals, all from LA, and representing in their own way. Everything from punk to hip hop and everything in between.
So you're really representing the culture of LA.
All of it.
I love that. I want to go back to you, Estevan, really quick because in your photos and any documentary that you come out in, we're always watching. You direct your shoots so intricately. Have you ever thought of directing a movie?
Well, I did the 2 documentaries, so those kind of count as movies. But when you are going out to direct different kinds and different genres,
Right.
like documentaries are different than TV episodes that are different than movies. So it's like every time I go out for a new meeting with a new production company, they're like, "Well, you want to direct a movie? What have you done?" I go, "Well, 2 documentaries." I'm
Right.
like, "That's cool. Those are documentaries. What movies have you done? We want to see your work." So it's kind of like every time I go out for a new type of thing, I'm starting over. It's like, yeah, I have 30 years of photos and footage and #1 documentary on Netflix, #1 documentary on Showtime, but none of that matters when you're going in for a new genre. So I'm
Is that hard? Do you feel like you get the credit you deserve?
Yeah, but it's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like, I've shown 30 years of what I could do, with minimal capabilities as far as like budgets and stuff. So my whole thing is, imagine if I had a budget from what you guys give everybody else,
Right.
what I could do with that. Because you've seen what I could do with the least, imagine what I could do with something
Listen,
or
I'm
the
saying
most.
a feature film, that's what I would love to
see
see.
it all day.
Yeah.
I've been pushing for that for like 20 years. So we'll see, when that happens. Like I said, people don't know the no's and the doors getting shut on you. I've been
It's
trying
hard.
this. I've been trying to do movies for 20 years. I'm not stopping. I've executive produced some. I've produced some. I've directed the documentary. So yeah, I'm doing it, and I'm getting in there, but I'm still trying to kick those doors down to where I could do an episode of a TV show that I like, or a
I would
feature
love
film.
to see even like a TV series on Netflix or something, because I think if anybody can tell our story accurately, the right way,
Yeah.
it's you.
100%.
The culture
Yeah,
of LA,
100%.
how we're out here, what we're doing, our lifestyles. I would love to see, because we don't see a lot of Latinos on TV, especially about us,
Yeah.
especially our generation, especially somebody like us, like Latinos that live in this hip hop world.
Yeah. It's slim pickings. Like, when we're doing these executive producing these, pilots or TV shows or whatever, or movies, it's like, your choice of Latino actors is slim, and you have to go into other, nationalities to play Mexican people, because there's not enough. It's kind of like, they're like, okay, we're like, yeah, we need a Mexican guy who's 20 to 25. And they'll send in a couple, 20,
Right.
25-year-old Mexicans, but there's also a couple Puerto Ricans, a couple,
Yeah, we've seen them do that.
yeah, and it's cool, because it's like, not every role could be played by, that exact type person. It's kind of like, you want the best person for the job, and sometimes, like everybody's like with appropriation and this and that.
Yeah.
It's like,
especially these days.
so it's like, okay, so on all the movies where they're gonna need a killer, an actor to play a killer, are they gonna go to a prison and be like, hey, we need a real killer to play a killer, or you know what I mean? So
Or they're gonna get an actor to play a killer.
yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's kind of like, you have to take all that into consideration too. So I get it, when they're sending in, different kinds of people, and it's like maybe I have to, be open minded and think like, okay, maybe he's Italian, but he looks Latino
Yeah.
and he acts
There's
better
just so
than
much
this
that goes on
guy.
behind it.
Yeah, and then there's the politics and in the Hollywood world, the agents and this, that.
Well,
and
I'm
the
saying
other.
next year, maybe to live and die in LA could do like a short film festival. I'm just saying, maybe.
Oh, it's in the works.
Oh, wait,
for
what?
sure.
Yeah.
It's in the
See,
works.
come on, great minds think alike.
That's right.
It's in the works. I
Yeah.
love that. You're giving Latinos an opportunity to showcase.
Yeah, this time around we're gonna feature short films. It's something I've always wanted to do, and they don't get a chance to see their films on a big screen. They see it on a phone. You know what I
Right,
mean?
that's
So
true.
this time there's a stage set for that. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
And-
awesome.
Yeah.
And let me ask you one question really quick, Esteban. If you could do one thing forever, would it be tour management or photography?
Um, I mean, I'd have to go with the photography because that's my love, and the tour managing thing is great for traveling and seeing the world.
Yes.
That's one thing that I'm so grateful for, is that I was able to travel the world so many times, and it's opened my mind and opened the way I look at things, and you just see how other people live, and it makes you be grateful for what you got. When you go to some of these third world countries and you see little kids digging in big piles of trash, just with underwear on, and you're
You've
like,
seen that?
yeah. Like
Oh,
you go to
man.
India and there's like, you see like 100-foot by 100-foot big pile of trash, and you'll see like families in these piles of trash with animals, digging for food and stuff like that. And we have a crazy homeless population here, but it's different when you go to a third world country
And you see
see
kids
that, like,
digging through trash in their underwear. It
Yeah.
just hits
Crazy.
different.
yeah, it's like you're just like kind of like blown away, like I see a lot of stuff here that kind of, like, dang, but I just keep driving, and
Right.
it's
Try to
part of it. But when you're in a foreign country and you see it, I don't know, it is different.
Now, you've shot everybody from Travis Barker to Eminem, to Snoop Dogg to Robert De Niro. Is there anybody that you've shot while they were unknown and now they've blown up? And do you keep in touch with them?
I mean, just at the time, I was shooting a lot of guys like the House of Pain in Cypress Hill when I first met them, and
Right.
they were unknown, and at that time, and I went along with the journey with them through everything, from being unknown to selling millions of records, and I keep in touch with all them, but pretty
You guys are
much,
family, yeah.
yeah. Pretty much everybody that I've shot at this point, there was a reason why I was shooting them. For there was a reason I was shooting them, and they're they were either blowing up or they fell off. So I keep in touch with some people, but not like everybody thinks. Like,
Right. Everybody thinks you
everybody-
can just call them up and be like, hey, what's
Yeah.
up?
everybody, yeah, you don't even know.
You're
Like,
like, it was a business
yeah.
transaction here.
People have hit me up and they're being like, "Hey, I'm in Oklahoma. Eminem's coming to do a show here. I know it's kind of crazy, but I just want to know if you could see if me and my family could get
Wow.
tickets." Like, people I've
You're
never
like,
met in my
"What?"
life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're asking me, like, I'm like, this person wants me to get them 4 tickets for their family with VIP and a meet and greet with Eminem, and I'm like,
crazy.
it ain't even like that.
Right? That's
Like-
crazy.
Like me and Em are cool every time we see each other, but I don't have his phone number.
I feel you.
And it's like whenever I see him, it's like, hey, what's up, bro? It's all love, but there's never a day where I could call him and be like, hey, Em, what's up with
I
this
want to
or
hook
that,
up 4 people,
Yeah,
VIP pass.
Yeah.
He'll be like,
But-
what?
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, I get it why people would think that, because I have done a lot of photo shoots with like him and Snoop, and when we did the interview with Eminem for LA Originals,
Right.
he was the one who probably supported it the most. He put the trailer on his page, and he was like, hey, check out my homie's documentary.
That's dope.
And he put the link is in my bio, and he had the link to our documentary in his bio for like at least a month.
Oh
And I was
my
like-
God.
And I was,
Yeah.
I didn't ask him to do that,
Yeah.
and we don't kick it like that every day. I don't, we don't have each other's phone number even. So I was like, for him to do that like, blew me away.
Well, M's really cool. That's why a lot of people love Eminem. But I mean, I love that. It's just crazy because I will sometimes go on my live and my listeners will be like, hey, see, I really think you need to get Dr. Dre on your show. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to call him
Yeah,
right now
I'm down.
and let's see if we can schedule that.
Yeah.
I don't have it like that sometimes, K-Day Nation. It's what it is, you know?
Yeah.
So but they think because we're in this element every single day. And so, but they don't understand what really goes on behind the scenes. Well, listen, I'm excited about To Live and Die in LA, February 25th. Make sure you guys follow them on Instagram. How can they, now is this free or they got to grab their tickets? How do we do?
Tickets.
Okay, tickets, guys. Buy your tickets and support.
To Live and Die in LA, link in the bio.
Okay,
In the
and then
bio.
so it starts at 11, right? What time does it
The
start?
pre-show starts at 11 to 2, and then the actual event starts 1 to 11 p.m.
So it's
day.
all day from 11
All
to
day. It's
11.
gonna be a long day.
Okay, so that's for a lot of people that love to show up late. You can be there all day. Make sure you guys support. K-Day's definitely going to be there. Thank you guys so much. Can we give away maybe a few tickets?
20.
Shut up. Can
Go
we
for
really?
20. Yeah, for sure.
We're giving away 20 tickets. We are hooking you up. There it is, baby. Come on. It's K-Day.